That's silly for someone so old.
Not at all.
Of course, I ain't no chicken myself.
Granny, you got a letter from Hooterville.
Let me have it.
Oh, it's coming with the rest of the mail by Pony Express.
Pony Express.
Come on, Red Ryder. Come on, give Granny her letter.
The mails ain't slow enough. I have to have an 8 for a postmaster. This ain't from Sam. Take a whiff.
Smells mighty good, Granny.
Not as good as Sam's letters. Oh, this is for Jethro from Billy Joe Bradley. Give me my letter.
This one smells better than Billy Joe's letter.
Not as good as Sam's. This one's for Jethro, too, from Bobby Joe Bradley.
Hey, Jethro, couple of letters for you.
Now, listen, you little goomer, you give me my letter, or you and me is gonna play cowboy and Indian, and the Indian is gonna win. This is from Sam, that romantic devil.
It smells better than them other two. I'm pretty near scared to sniff it. May be wrong, Granny, but that smells like spare ribs.
Told you he was a romantic devil. The last letter was ham hocks, and the one before that was pickled pig's feet.
Maybe you ought to keep Sam's picture in a lard can.
Oh, Jed.
Spare rib?
Oh, it's gone beyond that.
Well, doggy. Sow belly.
I best go sit down. This is bound to be a proposal.
Now, Granny, before you get your hopes up too high, you reckon them fragrances could be on account of Sam writing his letters on butcher paper?
Oh, no, Jed. This ain't no accident. That rascal knows what he's doing. He has done stirred up the fires that I thought was banked for good. Jethro, I'd like to be alone while I read my love letter.
You think you've got a love letter? Get a whiff of these.
That's kid stuff.
The heck it is. Both of them beautiful Bradley girls has promised to marry me.
Both of them?
Yeah, they know us big Hollywood producers has always got lots of wives.
Not at the same time, booby.
Well, then they'll just have to take turns. I'll marry Billy Joe one day and Bobby Joe the next.
If Joe marries like he eats, can't wait for the second helping.
Sit down, Jed, and I'll read you my letter.
Ain't it kind of personal?
Oh, you might find it a mite racy, but you're a grown man.
True.
If it commences to give you high blood, just raise your hand and you can leave the room.
That's fair warning.
Dear Granny, I hope you will come to Hooterville for Christmas, all of you. Do you hear that, Jed? He wants all of me.
Takes a bit right in his teeth, don't he?
Yesterday I saved my sausage, skinned my chitlins, and hung my ham. I hope you like them, sugar. Bold rascal.
Called you sugar, did he?
Read it for yourself.
I think that goes with the next line. I hope you like them sugar cured.
Read your own mail.
Yeah, I'm just trying to help.
Your fire's been banked so long he's done gone out.
Slow down now.
All right, you just make arrangements to get us to Hooterville, and I'll take it from there.
Fair enough. I'll go talk to Mr. Drysdale.
He's alone now, Sam. Lay it on the line, you saucy scalawag.
Granny, are we going to Hooterville for Christmas?
Yeah, honey, but don't bother me now. I think Sam's building up to a proposal.
Well, is Mr. Drysdale going to take care of my critters like he done Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
To hear that, Fairchild? Mr. Drysdale's going to be giving you breakfast in bed again.
Oh, no, he ain't. Not in my house.
Oh, but Fairchild likes it.
Well, I don't. Now, you let Mr. Drysdale board him over to his place and let him get his sheets all torn up with them claws.
Fairchild wouldn't do that?
He wouldn't, huh? Come, take a look. Look what he done to my very best. He's eaten my letter. Come back here. Spit it out, you hairy varmint.
I reckon he liked it because it smelled of strawberry.
Never mind that. Go get it back.
What's all the yelling about?
Ellie's bear ripped my letter before I had time to read it. Now I don't know whether Sam proposed to me or not. Did. Go ram your hand down his throat and fetch it out of his stomach for me.
I believe I'll pass on that.
You can do it. You got long arms.
Yeah, I want to keep him that way. Maybe Ellie can get him to cough it up.
Well, if she don't, we're having brisket of bear for supper tonight.
Well, good morning, Chief.
Miss Hathaway, are you responsible for the employees of this bank referring to me as Ebenezer Scrooge?
No, why do you ask?
When I came through the lobby just now, they all chanted in unison, "Here come the Scrooge! Here come the Scrooge!"
Now, Chief, in all fairness to the employees, you do not display much holiday spirit.
What do they want from me? I gave them half a day off on Christmas. Let them celebrate with their families.
Your employees can't afford families.
They're lucky they're not spending Christmas in jail.
Jail?
Yes, look what I just took out of my suggestion box. Shocking, vicious, sadistic. I should turn them over to the vice squad. And those are just from the women.
If you would only display a little generosity, a Christmas bonus, a few gifts.
I refuse to commercialize Christmas just to kowtow to my pampered employees.
It all hurts.
Right, Dale? Can I bother you a minute?
Oh, come in, come in.
Howdy, Miss Jean.
Robert?
Hey, that's quite a blaze you got going there.
Oh, yes, well, you see, every Christmas I burn all the widows' mortgages.
What does it feel like working for a man like Mr. Drysdale?
Well, I'll tell you.
She just told me, she said, Chief, you're all heart.
What's that?
Mr. Drysdale's employees, they're staging a demonstration.
Go put it down. I mean, go talk to them.
Me?
Sounds to me like it's you they want, Mr. Drysdale.
Oh, you're right. They love me. I'm a father image to them. Coming. I'm coming, children.
Granny, sure hope this operation ain't going to take too long.
It won't. Get my gloves out of the sterilizer and put them on me.
Sure am anxious to get to Hooterville.
Me too.
What else you want me to do?
Fetch in the patient, lay him on the operating table, and hold him down whilst I make my incision.
Well, that sounds simple enough. Who's the patient?
His name is Fairchild. He's out back.
Okay. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, you mean Ellie's bear?
That's right. I gotta remove a letter out of his stomach.
I ain't gonna hold down no bear while you whittle on him.
It's all right. I aim to give him a good, stiff jolt of anesthetic.
I for sure ain't gonna hold down no drunk bear.
Do you want to learn to be a doctor or don't you?
Not like this. No, sir. Not me. No.
You're a chicken intern.
That's right. I'll hold a chicken for you, but not a bear.
You scared of a little blood?
When it's mine, yes, ma'am.
Well, all right. Set up my X-ray camera. And if we hurry, maybe I can read my letter without opening them up.
Back! Back!
Did you break up the employee demonstration?
Demonstration? It was out-and-out mutiny. They demanded the full day off Christmas. Oh, I can't control with these anymore. Get me a couple of police dogs and some tear gas.
Mr. Clampett is in your office.
Oh, that's right.
And here, while you were flogging the mutineers, they sent up this beautiful gift.
There you see. They need discipline. They love me all the more for it. It shows them that I care. Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Clampett. Oh, my employees gave me this.
Well, ain't that nice? I reckon a fella in your position can always use a clock.
How do you know it's a clock?
I can hear it ticking.
Get away!
Yes, Chief?
Soak this in water! Quickly, quickly!
That ain't too good for a clock, is it?
It's a water clock, an old Egyptian water clock. Very rare and valuable.
Folks here at the bank sure must think the world of you.
Yes, they wanted to give me a big blowout.
Makes a fella glad to be alive, doesn't it?
Very glad.
Well, I'll get right down to business. First off, I want to thank you for taking care of Ellie's critters while we was in Hooterville.
My pleasure.
Oh, you enjoyed it, did you?
A wonderful time. Loved every minute of it.
Even the bear?
Oh, Fairchild? Oh, we're pals, buddies. Love that bear.
Good, then I don't feel like I'm imposing when I ask you to do it again.
Again?
Yep, we're going back to Hooterville for Christmas.
You're leaving me with the bear?
That's right.
Oh, Mr. Clampett, please, please.
Well, you don't have to beg, Mr. Drysdale. We're glad to give you the pleasure.
All right, Jethro. When I give the word, set off the flash powder.
Granny, this ain't no X-ray camera.
Do you think you know more about it than the drummer that sold it to me?
I know this camera can't take no picture of the inside of that bear. It's pitch black in there. That's what you gotta light up.
And how do we do that, Mr. Sixth Grade graduate?
Simple. We mix a little of this here flash powder with honey and have the bear to swallow it.
Well, how do we set it off?
That's simple, too. Unscrew the bulb out of the lamp. Now turn on the switch. Now there is live electricity in there. But that bear don't know that because he's a dumb animal.
So?
So, we put some honey in there. Then when Mr. Stupid yonder sticks his tongue in to get the honey...
Would you do that again, Jethro? I wasn't watching.
Howdy, Miss Jane.
Jethro! What happened? You weren't set upon by angry bank employees, were you?
No, ma'am. These is powder burns from the explosion.
Were you there when the clock went off?
No, ma'am, but I was there when the flash powder went off.
Flash powder?
Yes, ma'am. I was holding it in my hand when I stuck my tongue in the light socket.
You know, Jethro, I'm not going to ask you any more questions.
I'd appreciate that.
Sit down. Take off your hat.
I'd rather leave it on until my hair grows back.
No, I promise. Now, well, what can I do for you?
I'd like to borrow your fancy red convertible to drive to Hooterville. You see, the Bradley girls think I'm a big Hollywood producer.
Oh, hi, Billy Joe. Bobby Joe.
Good morning, Mr. Drucker. I put your postmaster cap back on. We have 2 more love letters to mail to our fiancé, Jethro. And these are going to need stamps made of asbestos. Yes, we're telling him our plans for the honeymoon.
Oh, you girls hadn't ought to fool that boy.
Fool him? He told us he was a big Hollywood producer. He promised to make us stars. And proposed to both of us. And we both accepted. So, let's just see how he gets out of this mess.
Well, I just hope you don't scare the whole Clampett family out of coming to Hooterville for Christmas.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. Granny wouldn't miss seeing her sweetie.
Oh.
We know you've been writing to her.
Well, nothing like this. Not love letters, just newsy stuff. Fact is, I wrote them on butcher paper.
Christopher Marlowe wrote some of his most passionate poetry on butcher paper. Come live with me and be my love. Well, I bet Sam topped that. Come live with me in Hooterville, and we will all...
Oh, now, doggone it, you girls, cut that out. Granny ain't got a serious thought in her head about me.
He proposed. He didn't propose. He proposed. He didn't propose. He proposed. He didn't.
Granny, I just talked to Mr. Drysdale. We's all set to go to Hooterville.
Wait a minute, Jed. He proposed. He didn't propose. What do you know?
I take it you didn't get Sam's letter back.
It's driving me crazy, Jed. I don't know whether he asked me to get married or to go fishing.
Well, why don't you play it safe? Take a wedding dress and a bait bucket.
Ain't fun. Suspense is just killing me.
Well, why don't you do a little fishing on the telephone?
What you mean?
Call up Sam, hint around. Maybe you can find out what he wrote.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Now, look, girls, I don't have any more time for nonsense. Here, help yourself to stamp. Postmark those and put them in the out-of-town box.
I'll get it. Dr. Starr. Really? Just a minute. Oh, Sam, it's for you. It's Granny from Beverly Hills. Wow, we're going to have to start writing our love letters on butcher paper.
Hello?
Who was that flibberty-gibbety? Oh, Sam, it's for you.
Oh, that was Bobby Joe Bradley. Did you get my letter?
I sure did, Sam. That was a dandy letter. Do you remember what you wrote? No. Do you remember the question you asked me?
Yeah.
He popped the question. Well, Sam, it was sure sweet reading it, but it would be even sweeter if I was hearing it from your own lips.
You mean right now? Well, here it is. Will you come to Hooterville for Christmas, all of you?
That was your question?
One of them, yeah.
Try me on another one.
Well, I don't remember everything word for word. Where is the letter?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Let me ask you a question, Sam. I'm wondering what to pack. Should I bring something old and something new and something borrowed and something blue?
Oh, for the wedding.
Yeah.
Well, Granny, about that wedding.
Listen, don't you dare tell her that we're putting Jethro on.
Well, listen, Granny, we'll have to talk about that after you get here.
But Sam!
No, I'm awful sorry. I can't talk now. You hurry on to Hooterville, and we'll be looking for you. Bye.
Glad you're back, boy. We're ready to start for Hooterville.
Not me. I ain't going.
Why not?
Because I don't want to spend Christmas in the Hooterville jail. And Mr. Drysdale says that's where I'll be if I show my face up there.
How come?
Because I promised to marry both the Bradley girls. He says he'll get me for alienation of affection, a breach of promise, a bigamy, fraud, and something called a proli-noli dictum.
What's a proli-noli dictum?
I ain't sure, but he said they could send me to the electric chair.
Electric chair?
Yes, sir. And once you stuck your tongue in a light socket, you don't want no part of that rascal.
He was just green.
Leave him here, Jed. I just can't wait no longer.
Well, how are we going to get there if Jethro don't drive us?
Oh, I'll drive you down to the bank, and Miss Jane can drive you the rest of the way.
Fairchild's ready to go stay with Mr. Drysdale.
Oh, you don't have to leave him there now, Ellie. Jethro's staying home.
Oh, no, I ain't. The police might come looking for me here, and they ain't gonna get me for no proli-noli dictum.
Excuse me, Mr. Drysdale. I wonder if I could ask you another little favor.
Anything. The answer is yes before you even ask.
Thank you. Miss Jane, would you mind driving us to Hooterville?
I'd love to.
Wait a minute. What about Jethro?
I'm staying with you, Mr. Drysdale. I might need a lawyer.
Here's your friend, Mr. Drysdale. He's just a honing and a pining to spend Christmas with you.
Why, Mr. Drysdale, here's a present for you.
Oh, thank you, Granny.
Oh, it ain't for me. The teller's downstairs asked me to give it to you.
They sure love that man.
Well, let's go.